Imagine this. It's 1914, just a few months into the Great War. Millions of young men are huddled in muddy, freezing trenches stretching across Europe. The air is thick with the constant dread of battle, the noise of artillery, and the sting of loss. Christmas is coming, but for the soldiers on the Western Front, any sense of festive cheer feels a world away. They're separated from their families, surrounded by despair, and facing an enemy they've been taught to hate. It seemed like the war had erased every trace of hope and humanity. But then, something extraordinary happened. On Christmas Eve, along scattered sections of the front, the relentless sounds of war began to fade. A strange, beautiful sound started to drift across the desolate strip of land known as No Man's Land. German soldiers began placing candles on their trenches and started singing Christmas carols, familiar tunes like Stille Nacht or Silent Night. Cautiously, British soldiers responded, first by listening, then by applauding, and finally by singing their own carols back. What happened next is one of history's most touching moments. Hesitantly at first, soldiers began to climb out of their trenches, not with weapons raised but with hands outstretched. They met in the middle of no man's land, shaking hands with the very men they were supposed to be fighting just hours before. They shared what little they had: chocolates, tobacco, buttons from their uniforms as souvenirs. They showed each other pictures of their families, finding common ground in their shared longing for home. In some places, this informal ceasefire, known as the Christmas Truce, lasted through Christmas Day. Soldiers helped each other bury their fallen comrades with dignity. And most famously, they started impromptu games of football. Imagine that. In the midst of a brutal war, sworn enemies were laughing and kicking a ball around. For a brief, magical moment, they weren't soldiers, but simply men, united by the spirit of Christmas and a shared desire for peace. This spontaneous truce wasn't ordered by generals. In fact, high command on both sides was furious and made sure it never happened again. But it proves that even in the darkest of times, our shared humanity can shine through. It's a powerful reminder that peace is always possible. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as moving as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible moments from history. See you next time.